I'm Gary Knight, founder of Knight International. In this new series, we're going to run 5 of the best. In this particular episode, it's 5 of the best Ferraris. We're going to start with the best modern Ferrari investments. So if you're thinking about buying a Ferrari, these are the 5 top Ferraris that you should invest in. So the top 5 modern Ferrari investments, in my opinion, are as follows. Coming in at number 5 is the Ferrari 458, the 458 Italia Spider. The reason why I've chose this car is because it's a naturally aspirated V8 Ferrari. The 488, which followed, is a twin turbo, and of course the 296 that's just come out, the current model, a V6 engine. Neither of these models are so popular as the Ferrari 458, and you can see this just by the current prices. Just look on the internet, go to your local dealer, just see how quickly the Ferrari 458 Italia, the 458 Spider, and especially the 458 Speciale. At its peak, the Speciale Aperta were selling around 600-700. They are still fetching that money today. In fact, they're fetching more. So at number 5 is definitely the Ferrari 458. Coming in at number 4 are the XX cars. The XX cars are track-only cars. They're also what we call VIP cars. VIP meaning that Ferrari choose the customer rather than the customer choosing the car. These cars are track only and tend to be kept at the Ferrari factory. You simply choose the event, normally between 9 and 12 events per year around the world. You simply choose the event you want your XX car to participate in. Ferrari will bring the car, its flight box with all the your helmet, your gloves, your boots, your suit, etc., and all your refreshments, entertainment, and your car and engineers are already there. You simply turn up and then have a fun weekend with your car out on the track, and then it goes back to the factory. These XX cars have been growing in value enormously. My first Ferrari FXXK I bought from a Dutch billionaire in Monaco, and sold it to Prince Badr of Saudi Arabia, who was then on his yacht in Saint-Tropez. These cars, I think the next car I sold, the next XXXK I sold, was around 3.2 million. American owner sold to a Canadian. So that car 3.2. If I had that car today, that will be selling around, I'll be selling that car, depending on its mileage and whether it had the Evo upgrade, it'll be fetching around 4 to 4.5, 4.6 million euros. So that's a huge jump up in value. Um, this car I'm referring to is a 2016 car. So my number 4 is any of the XX cars, whether it's the Ferrari 599XX or the FXX Enzo or the current model, the Ferrari FXXK. A factory FXXK Evo are now fetching around 6 million. Maybe a push you could get 7 million for this car. So fabulous investment. Even if you bought this car second hand used, if you're not a VIP, if you buy now, it will still grow and grow in value. And the reason why that is because in 2026, Ferrari will replace the FXXK, and it will be based on the new Ferrari, the LaFerrari replacement, the Ferrari F250. And of course, that's it's not going to have the V12 engine. I believe it's a V6 they're putting into that car. So, yeah, not desirable. We got to keep the most valuable cars that Ferrari make are naturally aspirated engines. Coming in at number 3 is one of the most amazing cars that's ever come out of Maranello, the incredible Ferrari 812 Competizione. They do this in 2 versions, the Competizione, which is the coupe, and the Aperta, which is where the roof comes off. These cars, these are VIP cars again, where Ferrari choose the customer, and they're paying around €600,000 for this car. Obviously, 100,000 more for the Aperta, but they're already selling on the open market now for around 1.5 to 1.8 million. So a fabulous investment. We have sold 18 of these Competizioni. We sell them as a build slot where the customer buys the allocation, and that's for a whole nother video how we go about that. But if you can buy an 812 Competizione coupe for around 1.5, then you're going to be making around 300,000 profit, because you can jack that price up easy by another 300, and give it a bit more time, these cars will be selling over 2 million. So number 3 is my Ferrari Competizione. Coming in at number 2 is the Ferrari Daytona SP3. This is going to be one of the best automotive investments you could ever make. Again, this is a VIP car where Ferrari choose the customer, but these cars are selling on the open market for around 3 to 4.5 million euros. The list price, the MSRP, is 1.8 million. So the VIP is already making more than double of the value of his car. But even as a private buyer, someone who's buying the car at 3 million upwards, it's still a sound investment, because when the LaFerrari came out, and the LaFerrari Aperta back in 2015, 14, 15, 16, the Aperta sort of peaked around 6 million euros. But the Daytona is a better car. It's a more desirable car. And the reason why it's a more desirable car, because it shares the same chassis as a LaFerrari, and it has a spicy, faster, more powerful V12 engine, the same engine in the LaFerrari, but it doesn't have the hybrid, it doesn't have the turbos. It's a naturally aspirated engine. And this is what makes this car desirable, because it's the end of an era. Ferrari won't repeat this ever again. It's the last hurrah. And this is what's going to make this car so valuable. We have sold, I think, around 5 or 6 build slot allocations for SP3s, and we've got 2 allocations still available now. We've also got 2 physical SP3s for sale. And this car, even at 3 million for a build slot allocation, or 4 million, 4.5 million, depending on which car, for the physical one, these cars are going to go up to 5, 6, maybe even 7 million euros. So it's a fantastic time to buy one of these cars. If you've got deep enough pockets, a fat enough wallet, then give us a call. The Daytona SP3 is definitely the car to buy. So coming in at the top, number 1 investment on a modern Ferrari is the SF90XX. And the reason why I've chose this car as my number 1 is, first of all, the the XX has always been associated to the track cars, like the 599 XX tracked only version of the 599, and the FXX track version of the Enzo, and the FXXK track version of the LaFerrari. But this is the first time ever Ferrari have ever made an XX car for the road. So this is groundbreaking. This is a whole new ball game. And this is again one of the most powerful V12 engines you could have. It absolutely looks fantastic. And I think that you're going to see a car that has a MSRP of around 700,000. You're going to see these being sold for up to 2 million, maybe 2 million plus. I think it's going to be a really desirable car. And yeah, Knight International have got one allocation available, but we are hoping to get more. And I do believe we will sell every allocation that we can find. So if you're thinking about investing in a modern Ferrari, then this is my number one car, the SF90XX. So let me know in the comments if you agree with my top five. What would be your top five if you were investing in modern day Ferraris? And if you're a buyer or someone considering or buying a car for investment, whether it's a Ferrari or any other car, please drop me a line, drop me an email at gary@knight.international, and I'll get some details straight out to you. But until then, until our next episode, thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in our next episode. Cheers.